This is the Regal Imports News for February 2016. Opinions on the current state of the diamond market vary greatly. De Beers finally sold a large quantity of rough, lowering prices by approximately 7%, and immediately industry sentiment became positive. Anglo-American stock increased, and commentators began predicting that the worst is over. If only business was that simple. De Beers is following the usual practice of decreasing diamond availability, decreasing prices, and changing assortments. However, in the real world, diamond manufacturers have many reasons for buying De Beers rough, and few bought as a result of consumer demand. Some say that manufacturers bought rough just to sell back into the secondary markets for a quick cash injection and in order to please their bankers. Consumer demand is not greatly improved, and those involved in the diamond business should not overreact to all this positive hype. World economic conditions have not changed, and predictions are for an unstable 2016. Expectations of growth in the economies of China and India are still low. Diamond sales are okay in the United States, but statistics show that sales are mainly in the lower price ranges. Diamond sales are stable outside of the United States, but most countries are being hurt by the strong US dollar. The US Fed rate did not increase interest rates in January, and this leads me to believe that the recovery in the United States is slowing down. I think economists have made too much of the US recovery, and the strong US dollar is in fact hurting their recovery. I believe that reports of improvement in the United States economy are overestimated. I constantly wonder why no one speaks about the US debt anymore. Maybe because it is an election year. Business thrives in a stable environment, but this is anything but a stable environment. In January, I thought the US dollar would get stronger, but today I think the Canadian dollar could be undervalued. Any way you look at it, I am nervous because large currency fluctuations can bring windfalls or catastrophe. Everyone is great at making currency predictions, including the banks, who constantly adjust their predictions. No one really knows anything. It is not my position as a diamond dealer to speculate on currency. However, no one involved in business can afford not to follow exchange rates. In Canada, diamond sales have been surprisingly steady, but restocking is a problem not only due to exchange rates, but also due to the abundance of leftover and overgraded GIA diamonds. I would usually be planning a buying trip right now. I need diamonds, but my suppliers cannot meet my expectations at present, and they don't expect new production until mid-April. It is interesting. There is a glut of diamonds in the market, but they are picked over and basically unsaleable. The diamond business is trying to fight its way out of a hole. 2015 was an awful year for miners and manufacturers. Everyone is a bit scared that history will repeat itself. It is estimated that De Beers and Alrosa have stockpiled about $3 billion worth of rough diamonds. What happens if the diamond miners don't read the market correctly and release too much rough? It is frightening to think that the success of the current selling cycle and the flipping of boxes for quick profit could cause miners to raise prices and release larger quantities of rough. There is one positive to be considered. Secondary buyers bought original boxes from site holders at premiums of 5 to 7%. And given that De Beers dropped prices by 7%, it computes to rough pricing remaining basically unchanged, and a good chance that polished prices will not fall. Polished diamond prices are expected to increase in the second half of 2016. I don't expect the economic news from India and China to change in the near future. All industries overestimated demand from these countries, and that mistake resulted in a worldwide oversupply. However, Rappaport increased his January price listings in desirable categories for the first time in quite a while. I believe this price increase is due to shortages of saleable diamonds rather than increase in consumer demand. All in all, January has been a good month for diamonds, but industry should not overreact and forget the lessons of the last few years. Diamonds are doing surprisingly well in comparison to other minerals, but the need for generic marketing cannot be overestimated. It is my belief that specialty jewelers are being taken for granted and alienated by upstream diamond players. I believe this neglect to be a big mistake, as specialty jewelers are the most important partners in the promotion of diamonds as luxury. It is my opinion that luxury does not mesh well with the internet. The concept of diamonds as luxury is not optimally transferred by a diamond report and a picture. The internet generates sales in the short term and erodes value in the long term. Miners will finance a generic diamond campaign, but if that campaign does not emphasize the luxury of selecting a diamond physically and personally, it will not succeed. Statistics show that many jewelers are closing their doors, and this is happening because of price competition. Jewelers are no different than diamond manufacturers. They cannot survive without profit. Large chain stores are taking their places, and the modus operandi of most large chains is to push price over luxury and quantity over quality. I believe the future of diamonds, if they are to be sold as luxury, is in the hands of the specialty jeweler. The specialty jeweler can sell a luxury watch that simply tells time at a 5-figure price tag. This category of jeweler is adept at selling a luxury concept. The specialty jeweler has always been essential in the creation of consumer desire, and they need an injection of enthusiasm. Our industry has a misplaced priority. It supports ventures that destroy the idea of luxury. New concepts for diamond promotion must by necessity focus and encourage specialty jewelers to participate more fully in the diamond dream. The watch business is a good example of the type of marketing that promotes luxury without creating negative impressions. When a high-end timepiece is sold, it is sold based upon its personal beauty and complications, and not at the expense of other timepieces. It appears to me that the sale of any luxury watch actually acts as a catalyst and encourages consumers to aspire to that luxury category. Every watch sale helps to build up the watch business across the board. A watch is like a diamond. It really has little practical use other than as an adornment. However, the directional push of diamond brands is markedly different than luxury watch brands. Diamond brands market against each other. Some branded diamonds make it seem almost reprehensible to buy other diamonds. Diamond brands distinguish themselves by dwelling on the negative aspects of other diamonds rather than working together for the common good. Any prospective generic marketing campaign needs to correct this negativity because it is causing a considerable loss of consumer confidence. Negative diamond marketing simply presents the consumer with a multitude of reasons to question the purchase of every diamond. And that's the Regal Imports News, and I thank you very much for watching.